Have you ever believed in the sacred bonds of marriage? Unbreakable promises and vows until death. How cute, right? Well, it's time to come down from the clouds. Today, I'm going to shatter your illusion into pieces and tell you why. Married women are often more accessible than single ones. Yes, you didn't miss here. Watch until the end, so you don't miss the most interesting part. And there's something else. There's an unexpected conclusion at the end that will turn your worldview upside down. In the past, when I was young and naive, I thought a woman with a wedding ring was an impenetrable fortress, inaccessible, guarded by her husband, morality and public opinion. Why would she need me if she has a husband? I thought 15 years have passed and oh, how wrong I was. I wasn't just wrong. I lived in a fantasy world where honor and loyalty existed by default. Spoiler alert, no? Let's apply some logic. We have two equally attractive women, one single and the other married. Who has a richer choice, of course? The single one. Why? Because there are many men willing to build something serious with her, or even just flirt. Her activity is not limited at all. She can choose exchange contacts, change partners at will. It's not the same for a married woman. Her field of action is narrowed, and external attention is significantly reduced. This makes her less confident in her abilities, but much more motivated if an interesting option appears. Now guess who will be more active in making contact? Here's a surprise. A married woman is often more willing to take bold steps. Why? Because her market is limited. Her choices are restricted, and her needs haven't disappeared. She doesn't have an endless stream of offers on social media, like single girls do, so if something interesting appears, she'll grab onto it. It's like in a store. If there's a huge selection, you can think for a long time, but if there's only one pack of your favorite tea left on the shelf, you'll take it without hesitation. Additionally, there's the important factor of psychological boredom. Long years of relationships, routine monotony. A woman in a marriage may experience a lack of attention, novelty and emotions. A single girl knows she can always get flirtation, compliments, new acquaintances, while a married woman feels like she's gradually losing this resource. And what does someone who feels a lack of something important do? They start looking for ways to fulfill it. And then a man appears attentive and charismatic. Maybe even a casual acquaintance who just said a few warm words. What happens? The woman is drawn to this attention involuntarily because it becomes scarce. And everything that's scarce is valued more. Now imagine how many married women experience this deficit daily. A married woman in a relationship also understands that she has limitations. Her husband, society, family, but unlike a single woman, she feels like she has less time, fewer chances, fewer opportunities to change something. And if an opportunity arises, if someone is nearby at the right moment, the likelihood that she'll make contact increases many times over. So what do we have? Married women are not fortresses. They're the same people, but with limitations. And as life shows, the more a person is restricted, the stronger they strive for what they lack. Isn't that ironic? We can add another argument here. Many of these women have long been disillusioned with family life. Their husbands have stopped courting them, giving compliments, and the spark has faded. But they still want attention, and that's where the opportunity arises. For those who once thought a ring on the finger was impenetrable. Armor, it's not armor. It's just a symbol that has largely lost its value. If it worked, there wouldn't be entire industries built on infidelity and adultery. Plus, if a woman is married, her attitude is often on the verge of routine. If someone new and interesting appears, her attraction to that person increases. She understands that she can't build her value like a single girl anymore, so she becomes more open. This doesn't mean she'll immediately dive headfirst, but she'll definitely consider the opportunity. and most likely very seriously. Moreover, many married women face a crisis of self-perception. They want to feel desirable, beautiful, and in demand again. Husbands accustomed to routine and family life stop noticing their wives, while a new man can explode her emotions with just a caring glance. He doesn't do anything supernatural. He just asks how her day was, gives compliments, shows interest. For her, this is already a whirlwind of emotions. Add to this the fact that a married woman can't afford to choose for long. She lives in a limited space, where she either has a chance to experience something or it quickly slips away. This creates a now or never effect. And that means the likelihood that she'll accept an invitation to dinner, a walk, or just a conversation is much higher. And as you understand, all this can develop into something more. Additionally, it can be said that married women statistically agree to dates with other men more often. Why? Because they've already passed the stage of playing hard to get. They know what they want, and most importantly, they know that youth isn't eternal. She won't waste chances if someone appears on the horizon who can give her the emotion she's been lacking in her marriage. And if this man also skillfully builds communication, shows patience and tact, the outcome will be obvious. Let's be honest, a married woman agreeing to a date often feels more liberated than a single girl. She doesn't need to worry about whether she'll have a serious future. With this man, she's not burdened with thoughts about a shared life or plans for children. She already has her main life, and romantic encounters become just an emotional boost. That's why she can allow herself to be more relaxed, casual, and even decisive. Moreover, women in relationships or marriages sometimes feel obligated to look perfect, be caring and devoted, but in the moment of new encounters, they can finally feel free from these obligations. They feel like women again who are courted, pursued, and can allow themselves to be not just wives and mothers, but desired and attractive. Now the main question, do you agree with this? Or do you have a different opinion? Share in the comments. And if you want more revelations and unexpected views on relationships, subscribe to the channel and hit the bell. We'll cover many hot topics next time. Thanks for being with me, and see you in the next episode. And if any of you now looked at your wedding ring and wondered, well, I warned you.